Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea, a channel for marriage-minded men. Yes, there's still some people out there that think marriage is a good thing, and so my videos talk about marriage and relational-related topics. I'm going to talk once again about an article from someone named Mark Travers from Forbes.com. He's got a lot of very helpful things to say about relationships, and this will take a couple of parts. I'm not going to go over everything here. And he's talking about some what he calls hard pills to swallow for a successful marriage. So it's okay to acknowledge, and I've been married 10 years, so I can say this, it's okay to acknowledge that there will be pain. I don't believe it when people say we've never argued, everything is great, everything is rosy. I just don't think that's doable. And so I think it's healthy to go into a marriage with eyes wide open and not expecting everything to be perfect. Be aware for some conflict. It's inevitable. That's what I say here. And he goes on to say many couples enter marriage believing that love alone will sustain them, that if they can deeply care enough, everything else will just naturally fall into place. But love, while essential, is not a shield against conflict, disappointment, or the complexities of long-term commitment. The truth is, even the strongest marriages will face moments of hurt, misunderstandings, and emotional distance. He goes on to say what separates thriving marriages from struggling isn't the absence of difficulty, but the willingness to face hard truths and work through them together. Some realities about marriage are uncomfortable to accept, yet embracing them can be the key to deeper connection, resilience, and lasting happiness. And so we'll start with one of them that he had, and that was about your partner not completing you. I agree very much about what he is saying here, and my channel is about these hard times in addition to the good things. Mostly it's what to do to have a lasting relationship. And this here is part of it. Your partner will not complete you, he says. So a lot of people say, well, I'm going to get married to complete me. And I've even said marriage completes you. But that kind of depends on what we mean by when we say completes you. People say, no, you're complete as a single person. Well, there's some things you lack as a single person too, that you can only get by being married. So I'll chime in here, but I'll continue with his thoughts here. And please subscribe to Love Beyond the Sea, get notifications, and please leave a comment as well. I would love to respond to that. He says about completion, it's a romanticized idea that one person, your partner, should be your everything, your best friend, your cheerleader, and your sole source of emotional support and comfort. But relying on just one person for all of your emotional needs isn't just unrealistic, it may actually be harmful to your well-being. And so I'll interject here, if that's one's idea of what completeness is, then I agree with Mark that it could very well be harmful, and it's really delusional if that's what you mean by completeness. Now, going on, he says, in fact, a 2014 study published in Social Psychology and Personality Science found that people who meet their emotional needs, get this, across multiple relationships, seeking different individuals for different types of support, experience greater overall well-being than those who relied on a single or limited number of people. Do you agree with that? And from the article, just as you wouldn't expect one person to be your doctor, your therapist, and financial advisor all at once, expecting your partner to meet every emotional need can create strain, disappointment, and resentment in marriage. He says a thriving marriage is one where both partners support each other while also maintaining their own sense of identity and emotional independence. It's a delicate balance, he says, being there for your spouse and having them be there for you without expecting them to meet every emotional need, solve every problem, or fulfill every role in your life. This approach, known as interdependence, allows a relationship to grow from a place of mutual strength rather than emotional over-reliance. He talks about how to cultivate interdependence in a healthy marriage coming up next. And so I'm going to say here that, I try to, I had many relationships before my wife, people that would be there to help support me with, wisdom and guidance and listen to me, pour out my heart and and so they had a certain need that was very important, like let's call it a mentorship. Um, that's very important. You got coworkers for some needs you can talk to about work because they can relate to you there. Somebody that knows you really good, maybe in your family. A mentor, like I thought, maybe there's a good friend. I mean, a really good friend, not just somebody, but somebody can give you good advice. And those are all necessary to be a completed person. You can't be a lone wolf, and you can't just rely on your wife. So that's me. He talks about cultivating friendships and family bonds and says different relationships serve different emotional needs. Friend could help you de-stress. Sibling may offer honest advice, and a mentor may offer wisdom. Leaning on a diverse support system prevents your marriage from carrying more emotional weight than it should. Boy, I like that line. Leaning on a diverse support system prevents your marriage from carrying more emotional weight than it should, more than it can bear. Number 2, maintain personal interests and goals, because your wife can't complete you there either. Personal interests and goals. He says losing yourself in a relationship can lead to stagnation and codependency. Engage in beloved hobbies, nurture career ambitions, and spend time apart to bring fresh energy and perspectives into your marriage. Personal growth also enhances attraction, admiration, and long-term compatibility. Since I've been married, I still go to the gym. I still walk. I have this channel, which is new. I really haven't had to change much, other than I'm not working now, so I have some time to fill. But I definitely feel that being married is not infringed on me doing the things I want to do, and I have always talked about wanting to support my wife in the things, the endeavors that she has that are important to her, and so I feel like we've been successful doing that, having our own things to do, and of course finding some things that we do together, like when we go on vacation, we go to Branson, Missouri, we see different plays and all the entertainment there and watch movies that we like together. So we're doing things together, but we also have things to do individually. She's got family back home that she talks to, and of course I'm not going to disallow that. And he also talks about here, before we close, taking responsibility for your own emotional regulation in the context of not expecting your wife to complete you. Says your partner can support you, but they can't be responsible for managing your emotions. Develop self-soothing strategies, address personal insecurities, and build emotional resilience so that your well-being isn't dependent on their reassurance. Swallowing this pill essentially means accepting that your partner is part of your emotional world, part of it, not the whole of it. A strong marriage is built on two whole individuals choosing to support each other, not complete each other. So I hope that helps with that idea of completeness. Let me know. And I'll go on to say in my last few seconds here, obviously, you'll need a wife to complete you in the sense of raising a family, having children, and raising them. That certainly helps. You'll need a wife if you want to do things, God's way, and that's to have sexual intimacy. You'll need a wife for that. You'll need to get married in order to have that kind of relationship and have, sex safely. And I'm sure there are other ways that I could think of here where a wife is necessary that you wouldn't be able to do on your own. Personally, I never liked to travel anywhere alone because it was depressing. Now I don't have to worry about that since I've been married. So anyway, his point is your wife can't complete you. Let me know what you think here on Love Beyond the Sea.